Good day everyone. We'll be continuing our discussion further with the motion chapter. In the last class, we were talking about velocity and we were discussing how to find velocity between 2 points on position time graph. Basically, position time graph is what? Position time graph represents the position of an object at various instants of time. So, in position time graph, time is plotted on x-axis and position of the object or the body from reference or from the starting point is taken on y-axis, and we get various coordinates. To or at various instant of time t, we get the various positions that x coordinate represents time and y coordinate represents position. We also calculated position or velocity of an object between points A and B. In the last class, we calculated velocity of the object between point A and B, and we calculated it using the formula displacement divided by time. So velocity between point A and B, we have calculated it using what? Displacement divided by time interval. So displacement was at time t is equal to 2 seconds, object was at 3 meters. At time is equal to when we are talking about position B, at time is equal to 4 seconds, the object is at 6 meters. So displacement is, it has moved from 3 meter to 6 meter. 6 meter is the final position, 3 meter is the initial position. So displacement is final position minus initial position, and time interval is how much? From 2 to 4 seconds. So time interval is 2 seconds. 4 minus 2. So 3 divided by 2, which is 1.5 meters per second. So this is how we have calculated velocity of an object between point A and B from the data which was available from the position time graph. Now, if you carefully analyze these numbers or numerator and denominator, you will see in the numerator there is difference of y coordinate. If you carefully analyze, 6 is what? 6 is the position of the object at time is equal to 4 seconds. Now basically this is the y coordinate of this point B, y coordinate of point B. Similarly, 3 is what? 3 is what? 3 is the y coordinate of point A, y coordinate of point A. 6 is the y coordinate of point B. So 6 minus 3 represents what? Difference in y coordinate of point A and B, or difference of y coordinates of point A and B. Similarly, if you look at the denominator, 4 minus 2, what is 4? 4 is x coordinate of point B. Similarly, 2 is what? 2 is x coordinate of point A. So this is the difference in what? X coordinates of the point. So velocity is given by difference of y coordinates divided by difference of x coordinates. If I assign a generalized, you can say, coordinates to A and B. Suppose I assign, let me draw this curve like this. Let this be point A and let this be point B. Now, let this point A is having general coordinates x1, y1, a generalized coordinate, and this point B is having coordinates what? x2, y2. Okay, instead of 2, 3 and 4, 6 I have taken. Then I can rewrite this formula as y2 minus y1 divided by, let me write a little bit higher, otherwise it may not be visible. So we can write it as, let me rub it out, no problem. It it is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. This is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And if you remember, this formula resembles something. This formula resembles the formula to find slope of a straight line between 2 points whose coordinates are known. So, if I draw a straight line between point A and B, instead of this curve, if I draw a straight line between point A and B, if I draw a straight line between point A and B, this formula gives me the slope of this straight line. So basically, formula for displacement between, formula for velocity between 2 points on position time graph is what? It is basically slope of a straight line joining those 2 points. So whenever you are asked to find a velocity of a body on a position time graph between 2 points, you have to find what? You have to simply draw a straight line between those 2 points and find the slope of that straight line, because slope of that straight line gives you what? It gives you the velocity of the body between those 2 points on that position time graph. So let us write this. Velocity between A and point is given by displacement divided by time interval, and it is also given by what? It is also equal to the slope of straight line drawn between arcs between the point which you are asked. Suppose here you are asked to find the velocity between A and B. So you have drawn the straight line between A and B and you found the slope of that straight line. If I tell you to find the velocity, suppose I name this point as C. Now if I tell you to find the velocity between point A and C, what you will do? You will draw a straight line joining what? Joining point A to C, and then you will find the slope of that straight line. Simply any 2 points you are given, you are asked to find the velocity between those 2 points, join those 2 points and find the slope of the straight line which you obtain by joining those 2 points. So this is how you can find velocity from position time graph, or what the expression or what the formula which we have used to find velocity from the position time graph actually represents. It represents the slope of a straight line. Now this is about velocity from the position time graph. You will come across one more term, that is speed. So velocity and speed are very close to each other, but they are very different from each other. Basically, velocity is a vector quantity. Now, I have discussed what is a vector quantity. It has magnitude as well as direction, but speed will not have any direction. So, formula for velocity and speed are more or less same, only instead of displacement, in case of speed, you have to divide distance by time, not displacement by time. So, let us see what is speed. So speed is what? Speed is equal to, you can say, speed is equal to distance by time. Remember, it is distance, not displacement. Distance by time. And speed will not have any direction. Speed will not have any direction. Sometimes speed and velocity may be equal in magnitude. Sometimes. So it does not mean that speed and velocity will always be equal. They are two very different quantities. speed does not have direction. It is a scalar quantity and velocity is a vector quantity. So these are some very basic terminologies about motion which I have told you. We'll be seeing some more things related to this chapter. So today we will keep it till here only. We'll continue further in the next class. Thank you so much.